There we go. So I was talking to no one in this few minutes. Nobody can hear me. Let's see whether you can hear me now. Give me a second. Alright, there's a bit of a lag. There we go. Alright. So I was talking to no one. A few minutes. Nobody can hear me. Yeah, just I'm a beginner streamer, okay, so forgive me. I'm not as entertaining as the other streamers. I don't think I'll ever get used to being on camera. But I try. I mean, for anybody that's interested to peek into the daily life of a more indie developer, I guess in Singapore, here I am. We can have a look at me if you want to. So this is the famous Singaporean accent that you're experiencing right now. I hope you understand me for my more Western watchers. I have a thick accent. That's just cause where I live, man. Everybody talks like that. You don't understand. If we were to talk a bit more like Westerners, believe it or not, it's frowned upon over here. It makes you feel, how should I put it? People think you are pretentious. I don't know if you have that in your own countries for non-English speakers listening, but that's just the case in Singapore. So we are actually, how should I put it, discouraged to pronounce our words in the right way. So that's why you get this mess right now. And Singaporeans were actually people who have very little patience. So our words tend to mash into each other. And sometimes you don't even understand what I'm talking about. And the many cultures over here don't help as well. Yeah, you should come here sometime. Don't know if you will understand us though. I think we might be a small country, but we're always proud of our heritage. Okay, I'll just get a... Do you know why we have higher roofs? Do you know why? What higher roofs actually do for you? I mean, if anybody's listening to it, I tell you why. When you're designing a level, you have a higher roof, the place seems more spacious. And you know, window placement, if you would just delete the windows over here and all the windows are at the top, it maximizes it. It makes the whole area looks that much bigger. There's just some stuff I learned from architecture, man. Architecture, the architecture discipline has been around far longer than level design or games level design. And most of the time when I am stuck, I usually refer to the architecture discipline. It really helps make better levels. So much so that maybe sometime in my life I might even consider going to learn architecture. Is that how you say it? Being an architect, yeah, getting an architecture degree really helps. It just makes your level look better as compared to, you know, someone that don't read up on it. turn up the music. How many of you watching are actually other developers, or you just stumble upon my channel in Opaldune? I wonder. Yeah, I haven't been around for some time. If you are a regular listener, I'm so sorry. I just got carried away researching new stuff, and one thing about me, I don't like to look bad in front of you guys. I want to look good. I have my pride. That's why I haven't been so consistent. Sorry. Okay. Should I make an opening here, or should I? Right. I think I might make an opening here. Okay, I was thinking whether I should put the reception area at a higher level, or should I keep it at a lower level? Because I don't know if Unreal pathfinding actually works. If you have two areas actually overlapping each other on a different height, like over here and here, I don't know will it work. Because last time when I was working on my first job many years ago, I was told not to do that because it might mess up the AI. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try it out. That's what I'm gonna do. So how am I gonna try it out? I'm gonna do a quick level, a quick platform. Yes. See if it really affects it. Okay. I'll go to the test level so I don't mess up this level. Alright. We have the first level, and then we have the second level, and I'll put a couple of stairs on it. I don't put a tower underneath. No point. Oh yeah, so since I have been gone, I didn't tell you guys that, but I think I got married. And lots of things happened. I was a bit busy. I'm sorry I haven't been around for people who actually listen to me. I'm back now, so that's what counts. Alright. Wife's not here because she's traveling around the world working on business stuff. What's that? Does that work? I wonder. Okay, let's test it on a zombie, huh? So, I have a question. I'm very curious over here. So anybody that's listening, how many of you have day jobs? How many of you are indie developers? I know you're here, Shade. I know you listen sometimes, but how about the others, if you're listening at all? I mean, are you, or another question, are you a bit frustrated that the game is taking so long. I mean, I know I would. So sorry. It takes time to make a game. But we are close. We are close. I can show you some of the new zombies we have. So we got this guy over here, right? So one of the main concepts of this new model is that, why is it so good is that this model can actually blend with our existing models. So the model can be looking like me, and then we can overlap this face right on top of it. So it will be as if the model grow spots or something like that. Oh yeah, sorry to anybody that has tryphobia. That must be pretty disgusting. But yeah, that's the idea. Here, let me drag a zombie in. What is that? Just drag zombie. And zombie is made. Oh, I'm so thankful that all of us managed to figure this out. I hope it works. It will be embarrassing if it doesn't work. It's been some time since I touched this dude. Right, still works. Excellent. Okay. So let's get one of him there and another of him down here. So if this works, it will be huge. We can actually make levels whereby it just spirals over. It's a spiral staircase. I have some ideas for newer levels that I will include in chapter 2. I mean, the demo is basically, in the first level is basically just chapter 1, which is consisting of 2 areas. So the first area will be the crematorium, the second area will be the medical area, and then it will end over, 3 areas. It will end over at the garden area. That's where we introduce okay, let's see where this works. Introduce another character. I'm not telling. Alright, excuse the weird running. We don't have a run animation yet. So for those of you listening, do you prefer a survivor horror game whereby you have to stand still when you reload? Or do you prefer that you're mobile? Oh, smart guy. Very smart. And try and ambush me. Yeah, I am embarrassed to admit, sometimes the zombies actually scares me, you know, because I don't know what they'll do. They are just kind of intelligent in some way. I never coded them to be too smart, so sometimes when they do smart things, they scare me. Yeah, I get scared of my own game. Yeah. I don't know whether you think this is funny or not, but yeah, I get scared sometimes. I'm afraid to play my own levels sometimes. I have to force myself to do it. It's the zombies, man. They just act in such unpredictable ways. I think this is much smaller. Perhaps we should have 2 rooms, eh? No, I think that's too many. Or... how big is this? Let's bring our character over here. Just have a look. Oof. Heard the news? I watched some trailers recently. Looks like there's a lot of survival horror games coming out. Third-person shooter too. Yeah, Dead Space is coming out, and then there's one more made by the creator of Dead Space. I don't know what's that game. Let me just check. What's that game called? Yeah, Callisto. Wow, that's exciting. Looks like they are going to have dismemberment zombies as well. I think that's cool. Hours are going to be a bit slower. I don't know if you like it, but I like slow moving zombies because you tend to underestimate them. That's how they get you, right? I like it. I like the slower moving zombies. Anyway. Yeah, I think this is reasonable. Anyway, if any developers are looking out there, you should always turn on FPS when you're designing levels or whatnot. You know how much it's dropping. It's dropping a bit here, making me worried. Like 22 FPS, very bad. Yeah, I'm trying to reduce it. I have a feeling it's the default collision for the stairs. Because if you bring in the mesh, I think if you are not careful, they actually they do complex collision for the stairs. So that makes it taxing maybe. I like to look at her. Oh man. Okay. So I think I'll continue to make the level. Oh shit. Did I accidentally work on the persistent level? Oh, that would be very bad. So when making levels, one of the things to note is that you don't chuck everything into one single level. In Unreal, you can actually segregate the different levels. Why? Why do you do that? It's easier to find bugs, in my opinion. You can listen to me or not. But if you actually have the level segregated, it's easier to, you can just cut off a level, cut off that level, and then see whether the frame rate increase or decrease. Instead of like, if you have everything in a single level, it will be hard to cut them out. So if you have them separated, you actually can bring them into like area 1, area 2, area 3. So if let's say the FPS goes down, you can unload the level and then load another level. So it won't be so bad. You know? That's what's important. It's crazy, you know, you're making a level you're making a game, 1 second, everything is going well, FPS is good, everything is smooth, and then all of a sudden you're at 10 FPS. So like, you gotta keep an eye on that. If you don't keep an eye on that, you know, it creeps up on you, especially when you're using metahumans. I know a lot of you out there are going to try out metahumans. I also have, but one of the things I watch out for is a drop in frame rate. You gotta be careful with that. You don't want hours of hard work into making a level go to waste just because of, you know, you're not taking into account how much a metahuman actually costs. I know you will say that you can actually increase the frame rate by reducing the LODs, but you know, it's a balance with these type of things. You know, you look good or you look like shit. I personally want it to look good. You know, a lot of people. Oh, if indie developers are over here listening to me, I hope I'm not boring you, but you know, some of the things that I have experienced in the recent few months is that I have forgotten how hard it is to be an indie developer. Like, code aside, I think some of the hardest thing that you have to experience is that constantly people are telling you that you can't do it, you know. I have underestimated how much that can actually affect me. I was at work at one day, and I was showing a colleague of mine about this game because he asked, and then he was saying that, wow, I don't think this is good in this sense or that sense. Like, he was saying some parts were good, some parts were bad. I had no idea how fragile my ego was. Yeah, but I think that was good as a wake-up call, and that helped me understand that, okay, the levels have to be better, what parts have to be better, where I have to work on. Sometimes you get so tunnel vision, you know, you're working on a project for the last 2 years or so, you think it's the best ever, but you bring it out, that's not the case. So that's how people improve, you know. I mean, of course, there will be good feedback, there will be bad feedback, right? Some guys are good, they're genuine. Some people will just want to bring you down. So those people are fuckers, so you can ignore them. I put this not child friendly, so I guess that's fine. I can curse a bit. But you know, those good advice, those good feedback is actually pretty important too in making a good game, because you know why? Because that's how your audience is going to judge it. Yeah, they're not going to give any. They're not going to be nice. They're not going to buy anything that they feel it's not good enough. So it's good. It's a wake-up call. Anybody with me, or am I still alone? Right, I'm still alone. Sorry, it's probably why nobody's watching is probably because I haven't been around for a while. I just wanted to look cool. Okay, alright, let's continue. So we are going to follow this over here. I'm gonna try to follow this design so that the level seems more grounded. You have to have a reference. That's something I learned from an ex Fallout developer. He was working on Fallout 3, so he had that philosophy. He said always have a reference. He's not a nice guy, I found out, but he has good advice. That's very important sometimes in life. You separate the good advice from the bad person. And I think that was good advice. I mean, take it or leave it, right? I know some people disagree. Okay. Oh, this is... How am I going to do that? Is there a slanted? Right, thank God. We can kind of make it work. Kinda. Oh yeah, I know I'm bouncing about in topics, but you know, one of the best things about having a day job while making your indie game is that the other best thing is that as you grow, as the game grows, you grow too. And if you have a day job, your career grows too. So I don't have any dreams whereby I think that this is definitely going to be a success hit. So if the game doesn't work out, you have a growing career. It's a win-win, right? I don't know I said this before or not, but yeah, that's something I always keep in mind over the years. I mean, 2 years is not long, right? Some people have been working on their indie games for what, 5 years, 6 years? Those are the real champions, man. I just don't know how they hold it in there for so long. I would burn out, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't think I can actually last that long. If I don't have anybody supporting me, I think I'll just crumble. That's the truth. It's hard, man. I think mainly it's the loneliness. Yeah. Game dev loneliness. Feel like nobody care. And that having teammates stops that way of thinking, right? That's one of the best things about having good teammates, right? Not horrible teammates. Yeah, they kind of like helps with you coping with it. Not that bad. Alright. Back to work. Let me just continue this. Okay, I think this might work. Right. Yeah, one of the bad things about being an indie dev is also I think it's hard to come by good resources. So you have to kind of mash together what you find online. Like, I'm gonna be honest here, this is an asset kit I bought. And I modify it and then I integrate it into the game. And you have what you have right here because of I'm just modifying stuff and then putting them in there. Like, it's hard, man. I just want to get good assets, but guess what? You don't have the money to do so. You can't actually hire someone, so you try to have a contract with the person, but you know, as a human being, you always want stability, right? So the moment they find a stable paying job, they're gone. So you have to look again, and that takes about 3 months. And then you look for another person, and you look for another person. That's where most of the time goes to. One good advice, learn programming when you want to do your own game, because you simply can't have the programmer disappear. The person working on your system has to be you. I mean, if the programmer was to disappear, you're screwed, man, if you don't know any programming. This is not my first project. Back in the day, I made like 2 other projects. So there's one more that's on hold, but there's one more that I think died because during that time I don't know much programming just yet, and the programmer walked off on me, and you know, that's just what happens. You can't count on others to care about your project as much as you. They have lives. And you know, I don't take offense to that. They have lives that they want to live. They have things they want to do, places they want to go. And you know, what might seem so important to you is not to others. And that's a hard lesson I learned. That's why you have to know programming if you want to make your own game. See, why I say that is because if you don't have an artist for like a while, it's fine. The game can still continue. You can play a game that has bad art, but you can't play a game that has no programming, right? It's not even a game. How is that a game? Right? You need programming to make it move, to make it load. And maybe when the time comes, you can actually replace the art, you can get better art, you can get better people. But the moment when the programming stops, that's it, man. And that's where I think is where the hardest part of game dev is. Just trying to understand programming, you know. First you have to go through the brick wall of learning Unreal, and then you have to go through a brick wall of actually learning programming and C++ to make your engine much better. Your game much better. And you know, that's the hardest part. Oh yeah, and don't remind me, man. The save and load systems. Oof. I know where most people die. Making a good save and load system that doesn't run off the default Unreal system, man, that's a bitch. I think I completed that feature. You know, I just recently closed it again and improved it. But you never know, man. Sometimes a bug might come back out. And then it's back to hell again, right? What I learned is that don't ever depend on the default save and load systems of Unreal, you know. It doesn't have the flexibility that you need. I mean, people can disagree with me, sure. But that's just what I learned, right? If you disagree with me, that's fine. I don't mind. If you have a better way, teach me or prove me wrong. Cause man, I want to use the Unreal system's default save as well. Cause writing your own is such a bitch. You would never imagine how much it hurts. Yeah, anybody here? Okay, let's see. Yeah, nobody, it's still just me. Is it still just me? Let me just see. Yeah, I've been talking to an echo chamber. But that's fine. I hope people will look at it in the future. Like one of those videos, you know, like how was Opaldune made? I don't think that will happen anyway. I think probably it's good for me to look back at this time of my life. But you know what I believe? I believe everybody should at least work on their game at least once. Just do it at least once. It helps you grow as an individual more so than you think. I think it should be compulsory to work on your own game for anybody. Because it really helps you gain some perspective in life, you know, and help you and teach you a bit of humility. Is that what you Westerners call it? Yeah, humility. Man, yeah, it helps you humility, man. Like you wouldn't believe. Alright, let's get rid of this place. So the concept of this ship is that it's not going to be totally just black matter and everything like those 40k ships. It's gonna have a bit of a human touch to it, you know, like you see some rocks, some wood decoration and all that. So it will have some of the aesthetics of the 21st century. I discussed the story with the team before. So like we imagine that in this world, most of the ships that are made are sent on long journeys to explore space for new planets and systems. So we conceptualize this ship, we are call it the Opaldune, was made on Earth during the year 2022-2050. So a lot of the aesthetics is still the same. So generations of let's say explorers, they actually go through the cosmos, and then after many years they will finally reach a destination. I don't know, I'm not very good at explaining story, but that's the general gist of it. So like during one of their journeys is when this ship actually gets the bug, right? The bug that we are fighting now, the zombie bug, as you may say. So our main character, she's like what you call like a first response unit for situations like that. So she's basically a doctor in another ship that is close by, and she's just coming in to have a look at what's going on over here, because there was an SOS signal that was sent. And that's how she's in this mess. Yeah, so that's, I would say, mainly that's what I figured out about the game, about the start, how she entered. Yeah, later that I will make another, I'll focus more on the one of the main characters in this game a bit more, of like flesh it out a bit more. So later in the medical area, you probably will meet another survivor. He's kind of a coward. He will actually ask you to find a way to get to the garden area. So the garden area is one of the few places that are still safe and not affected by this outbreak. So it sends you to look for the key. Meanwhile, your character, Bellica, we call her, accepts that because when she came in, something happened to the ship. So it was like scrap. No, when she came in, the main doors actually closed on her. So she accepts because she has to go to the garden and find there's a control switch over there. So the control switch actually opens the main gate so she can get the hell out of here. Right? So that's why she accepts the task. You know, kind of like a help you to help me situation on her side. Wait a second. Does this fit? That's the thing. Yeah. Alright, okay. Okay, it fits. Alright. Okay, and how does this thing work? Seems a bit Right, I'll just do something about this, I guess. Let's make the floors first. I was thinking, should I make it like, should I make a flight of stairs going up? Wow, that looks weird. I'm deviating from the reference. I'll just do it like that. Okay, I'll just do it like that. We finish the reference first, then we deviate accordingly. Yeah, that's like 101. If you want to make good levels and you don't know how to do it yet, just pick out references like that and then start working on it. Like try to duplicate it in Unreal, and then after a while you will kind of understand the structure and how it works. Alright, looks good. You guys wanna, for the one person watching, I'm going to change the music. The piano again. Yeah, let's change the music a bit. Getting a bit repetitive. So by the way, this is the menu music. I always like this. Feels peaceful. Okay, let's try to finish this area before I end the stream. It's just it. Lots of time. Oh yeah, after this I probably will work out a bit. I don't know why, but I feel working out actually helps me think. You know what they say, strong mind resides in a strong body. I don't know why I'm laughing, but sounds like an anime quote. As you know, I do watch anime. So for those guys that think that that's not cool, okay, so be it. Like you see, there's a lot of figurines back there, right? Yeah, I'm a weeb, I guess. Are you guys going to Japan anytime soon? For those people like me. It's opening up again, right? The rest of the world. It's just like, unfortunately, another country decided to have a war right now. Yeah. I hope it ends soon, right? Nobody needs that. We suffer enough. I think the economy is gonna go down again. You know, the older people always say that. I have this revelation. The older people, they always say to us millennials that we are weak. We are, how should I put it? We are a soft generation. But you know what? Yeah, they might be right in some way, but we are also probably the generation that's going to fix up their mess. So, you know, I told that to one of the older boomers. I'm like, yeah, but we are also the ones that will fix up your mess. Like, a lot of problems in the world are caused by boomers, right? It's irresponsible. Okay, I guess fixing up messes are one of our winning attributes. A defining feature of the millennials. Fixing up the mess of the boomers, of our forefathers. Because man, they sure made a lot of mess. In the time that they are in this world, they really fucked it up for us. Alright, let's put a light on this. See where the light is. Where is it? I think it's here. Yeah, I made one here. Should we put blue? I'll do blue. I think blue is good. Blue is good. Do one. That's green. Yeah, I think I'll put this one. I think it's nice. Yep. Any of you invest in Bitcoin? I don't know, man. That I want to invest a bit more, but the thing makes me nervous. I'm the type of guy that don't look at the successes of something, but I tend to look at more on the failures of something. And man, there are a lot of failures. But then again, I stepped in initially because I felt that it's something unavoidable. I had to have a bit of it. I don't know, is it like I'm FOMO or anything? Fear of missing out. Yeah, I just felt that it's something that all of us have to go through at this age. But I'm not a daring person. I just mainly put in a bit of money in Ethereum or Bitcoin. The other coins I have no confidence in it. So many horror stories, man. Scares me. What is that? Alright, I think this is good. Oh! Time to close up that hole. Alright. Perfect. Does it look out of place? Check. Nope, looks good. Looks legit. There are some openings over here we have to fix up. I think I'll go for a more marble look. I think it will make it look better. Tell me what you guys think, right? I think I'm going to go more marble, polished marble. So it doesn't change. No. Good. Oh, nice. You can have a meat peeler. Meat peeler. I'm gonna do that. It's like I think there's a game that looks like that. Everything is made of meat. Is this one? Yeah, let's just go with this one. Oh yeah, when designing level, be careful. If you can, always work in the grid. If you don't work in the grid, you might have problems later. Things might not fit. Try not to scale if you can. Only do it if you have no choice. Like if you're a poor indie developer, But don't always do it, right? Try to stick into the grid system. If you can, what I'm saying is that if you can stick to grid system, stick to grid system. Because you might find yourself having a lot of holes in the levels if you don't stick to a specific grid system, and that's something you don't want. Okay, I'll put a roof now. So how long has it been? I don't know, how long have I been recording? 43 minutes? Seems longer. Seems longer. Has it really been? Has been an hour. I think I've been talking for an hour non-stop. Right, I'm correct. Okay, so I think I'm going to continue working on this, but I might end the stream now unless anybody's watching. Nope. If you want to watch more of me, tell me. If not, just don't watch. I'm fine with that too. Not depending on this. Okay, I think I'm going to end over here on your side, and then I'm going to continue working on the level. So I think 1 hour is pretty good. Thanks for staying and chatting with me, or thanks for being around. I hope that I have been entertaining. I hope that it gives you some insight to how an indie developer works over in Singapore. So I think I'm going to leave right now. I'm going to continue working on it, and thanks for coming. See you. Bye.